Today on The Young and the Restless, Victor probes Nate about his daughter's plans, Adam and Sally toast to their futures, and Nikki encourages Victor to take a vacation. At Society, Nate can see how preoccupied and nervous Victoria is. She's worried that the conversation she needs to have with her mom about Victor's recent decision-making will be hard. He wonders if she's genuinely concerned about her father or just looking for a way to get back at him for taking her job. She insists that's not the case. His action in itself was not surprising, but he has been erratic lately. Hastings says if she's planning to retaliate, he would like to talk her out of it for her own sake. Nikki arrives and he shoves off for a conference call. She assumes her daughter is mad about what Victor did. "I'm much more than mad. I'm worried as hell," Victoria says. They get a table and Victoria vents that her father is making rash and wrong-headed decisions. Her mother thinks she's being extreme and unfair. Victoria suggests her father may no longer be capable of running his own empire. She reminds her mother of his many recent games, but Nikki insists she's taking things out of context. For Victoria, there is no sound business sense to any of his choices. It all seems to be vindictive. She assures her mom that she has no master plan to get back at him. Sending away her plate of croutons, she tells her mom that she worries all the family fighting has driven her father's business sense out the window. Now he wants the added stress of running Newman again? Doesn't that make Mickey worry about his health? The company and all his power plays are worthless if it costs Victor his life. Nikki declares there isn't a chance in hell she will let that happen. She reminds her daughter that Victor will be relying on her as his co-CEO as he rebuilds the company. They will just have to wait and see if he can handle it. If she sees a hint that this is affecting his health, she will come down on him like the wrath of God. At the Newman office, Victor has the portrait on Victoria taken off the wall. He watches and smiles as his portrait is put in its place. Staring at it, he does a little fist pump and then toasts to himself. Nate arrives in time to watch this. He offers to leave if he's interrupting something, but the boss asks him to stay. Nate concedes that he and Victoria did not anticipate the changes he has made. Victor makes it clear that he didn't make the decision to take over again because of anything his daughter did or didn't do. He just felt like running his company again. Assuring him that he still needs his acumen at the company, Victor hopes that he can also help Victoria understand the new situation. Nate is confident that she will be able to transition into seeing this as a series of positive developments. After drinks are poured, Victor informs Nate that his daughter has been stubborn since the day she was born. Nate is surprised to hear that she started in the mailroom because her father didn't want to give her preferential treatment. She's never accepted a promotion until she thought she deserved it. She's definitely her father's daughter, Nate chimes in. Victor asks if he thinks she still deserves to be in the prime position. Nate avoids answering and claims he's only interested in helping her get past her anger. He claims she has had no retaliatory thoughts since she was demoted and makes it clear he's not comfortable being put in the middle of the situation. Victor assures him that they are good as long as he's willing to smooth things over with Victoria. When Victor gets to the ranch, he finds his wife pacing. They hug and he tells her he's missed her. He senses she feels like she has to talk to him, but is it a complaint or a compliment? She explains she had dinner with their daughter, who wasn't sure about whether or not to be insulted by her demotion. It will take Victoria time to get used to. There's nothing Victor dislikes more than friction with his daughter. His wife suggests they delay the change for a few weeks. It will be stressful and they should take a long, relaxing trip to recharge before their schedules start to pull them apart. It would be good for the company and for their daughter's peace of mind. "Please say yes," she begs. Victoria goes to the office and finds Victor's glass on the desk. Looking up, she spots her father's portrait on the wall. Immediately, she texts Nate and orders him over. Walking over to the painting, she flashes back to her father demoting her and declaring that he will be taking over. "I don't deserve this, Daddy," she grumbles to herself. Nate wanders in and she tells him her father doesn't waste time. He admits he talked with Victor and is trying to keep things calm. Her father suspects that she is looking for a way to keep him out. Although Nate doesn't agree with how she's handling this, he didn't tell her father that. She's sorry Nate hasn't come around. Sitting in the Neil Winters Jazz Lounge, Adam recalls his last conversation with his father. He told Victor that he'd finally found humility and had nothing else to lose. He was willing to start at the bottom and become an actual human being who could repair the damage he's caused. His father told him that if his intentions were sincere, he was impressed. At this, Adam snaps out of it, laughing to himself. Sally pops up and asks what the joke is. He explains he was just remembering a string of arguments he had with his father. She's sure that he's having a rough time and Victor has broken his heart again. I'm actually glad that this happened, he claims. He got the wake-up call he's been waiting for. Touching his head, she checks to see if he has a fever. Adam is just looking forward to finally becoming an adult. Since she is there to pick up food, he suggests she join him for a drink. After he promises not to read anything into it, she agrees, announcing it is a new era for both of them. They chat about Nick being on a business trip, sorting things out with Kirsten Incorporated after the latest upheaval. Adam wishes his father would consider what his whims to do to people. She thinks he's getting morose and asks if he's been drinking. He claims he's been busy, so has she, so she suggests they have dinner. Adam and Sally get a table in the GCAC restaurant and he orders champagne to toast their new lives. She loves that he's starting from the bottom but hopes he's ready for possible failure. Sally will be pulling for him. He's sure she will be brilliant at her new interior design venture, and he's confident neither of them will fail. When Adam claims he has everything plotted out, she gets a little worried about his choice of words. Adam turns sarcastic and suggests she's being overly dramatic. Sally wants to know if she needs to be worried about him. He claims he's just excited about the future for the first time in forever. They toast to a new beginning, and Adam changes the topic to her. Spectra starts gushing about her new design high and how she is getting addicted to it. It's as exciting as fashion. When he compliments her, they giggle and he says it's great to see her energized again. Sighing, she says it seems like a miracle that they have these new paths since losing their daughter. They toast to being reborn. Finishing the bottle, they assume they will regret it in the morning. Since they have busy days tomorrow, they decide to call it a night. Adam asks to walk Sally to her door and offers her his arm. As they stroll, he thanks her for dinner. He's missed his friend. So has she. When they get to Sally's door, Adam impulsively kisses her. He immediately apologizes and says that was a mistake, putting it down to champagne brain and suggests they forget it. After they bid each other goodnight, she goes inside and lets out a deep breath.